Hey guys, it's Ben, coach of the Baltimore Orioles, and
I will see you in semis, Omega!
No!
And the Baltimore Orioles are UBC
Gosh,
champions!
stop! Alright, enough of Ben. There is no Ben today. But you know who we do have? It's ya boy, Ice! And my good pal, Donko526, who goes by the name of Nick. Nick, go introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Nick. I make Ben memes, and I'm really shit at Pokemon.
Pretty accurate. But today, we're here. We're your two hosts for the But Why Though of week 2. And basically, I told Ben, make a top 5 misplays video. And what did he do? He made a top 3 worst set video. How could stuff go wrong? But we still respect his effort, though, because he did pull his everything together and got Lucas in there, and they made a video.
Yeah, and
So
he uses Windows Movie Maker, and I can respect the effort he put into that video and move Windows Movie Maker. So
Windows Movie Maker. What's a scrub?
I know.
All right, no, but how this should be looking like is like a top 5 or top 4 or whatever, how many misplays there were, misplays, and then at the end a worst set, and that's where Ben got it all wrong apparently. So that's basically how it should be set up, and that's how we're going to do today. Also, next week we'll have another two people here, not us, not Ben and Lucas, and from week 4 and onwards, we have an actual analyst who will be taking one person every week, but that analyst will stay all the weeks. He's just busy the first 3 weeks, but after that he can do it. I think you guys understand. Cool guy though, so be hyped for that. Without further ado, Nick, let's get into this, man.
All right, cool. With number 5, we have, let's see, Yosten is Don fan with against his game with Dougal.
Yeah, so yeah, that Dom fan, that was a little weird. So basically, what happened is he sacks off his Mew somewhere in the beginning, like in the first turn to what appears to be a Specs Tornadus with Hurricane, and that's fine because Yost told me after the game it's just there to set up rocks. Then he goes to the Don fan, and then, huh?
Yeah, I mean, it felt like there were a lot better plays in the Don fan. Like, the damage from the tornadoes was obviously boosted, so, and it didn't hurt itself, so it either had to be specs or some sort of, like, you know,
Flying.
yeah, like sharp beak. And
Yeah.
so he sacks off the Mew and goes immediately into the Don fan and goes for the gunk shot, probably assuming that Dougal's going to be going into the
Tangrowth.
yeah. But instead, he just basically sacks off another Mon.
Yeah, and there was a Coco right there. I mean, Tornadus is gonna switch out on Coco 100%, so you can always gain momentum from that. And Donphan, you know, then you're getting yourself into a position where you already have to predict something now. And he has switches to Donphan. That's not the issue here. I guess he's luring some stuff, but that just did not work out well for him in the match. And he had to sack up another Mon, and basically he's 2 Mons down in like what, 4 turns.
Yeah, and a couple turns later, it's down to 3. Like he sacks off the Volcanion, and he's down 3 Mons.
Yeah, so
within
that's
the
not
first what 7 turns.
Yeah, so that gets Yost basically in the back seat. But you know, it's not the worst play here. That's why it's top 5. But you know, that was a little weird. At least that's what we imagined.
Yeah.
But we'll come back to that game later. So number 4, we have Troy playing with his Aerodactyl. What happened there? So the first thing what happened is he let his Aerodactyl, I think, get paralyzed by Registeel and then set up rocks. That's the first stop.
Yeah, that's when when you start to question whether or not he actually needed the Aerodactyl or not, but he just kind of softened it on a Registeel. What was it going to do to it?
Yeah, little odd, the first thing. And the second thing that happened is he got back in on it, and then he EQ'd, and it didn't even kill, even though he has Shuka. But even if he didn't have Shuka, it didn't kill.
Yeah.
Then he stacked off his Aerodactyl. What?
I mean,
don't understand.
At that point, I feel like the sack was probably the better play because I don't think anything on his team would have killed the Registeel from that point. And
Oh no,
once it's paralyzed, it doesn't really revenge kill anymore.
no,
So,
definitely. That's like the two plays like bundled together as a. But why though? Because his Aerodactyl was outspeeding, I think, everything. Maybe I'm missing something. I don't have the replay pulled up. It's
yeah,
just at the
it was
top.
definitely outspeeding everything by
Yeah, it's a
about
nice
20
revenge
points of
for
speed.
the Thundy, which otherwise is kind of a problem. And it it got up rocks for what? For
Basically the
chip on
Thundy.
that was it.
Chip on the
And then
Thundy, everything else does neutral or resisted.
Entire Mon just for I screwed something up. Yeah, so in the entire Mon for just the rocks, it's not even lead rocker, and I feel like Arrow could have done more than just set up rocks. So yeah, maybe you could have gone for rocks in another turn, like with an offensive stealth rock move instead of on a Registeel who kills it.
Force the swap out on something like a Roserade. Get the rocks up in.
Yeah. So it's again we have two of the plays, which it's not that necessarily that bad of a like it's kind of
Yeah, this
That's
week
why-
there weren't a whole lot of misplays, so we're kind of
Yeah.
just picking from the top of the basket here. There isn't a whole much, but the next three are when it starts to get pretty juicy.
Exactly, but it could have been better. I think Troy. I think Troy ended up losing that battle, right?
Yes, I want to say yes. Hold up, let me double check.
No, we'll just say he lost.
Yep, he lost.
All right, so that with Arrow, I think he could have put a lot of more pressure on this team, and but yeah, maybe you apparently thought different wise, buddy. All right, going to number 3, Nick.
Number 3, we have Turk and basically his whole game.
Well, what was that?
Turk's Skarmory and the Metagross.
Yeah, so it basically, that Metagross, you have to give it to Ethan for bringing that good that good Metagross set.
Yeah, the Metagross set was awesome.
Yeah, the checks that weren't really there, besides the Skarmory, you'd think.
Yeah, the Skarmory, the Metagross set, his Metagross check ended up working against him in the end.
Yeah, so basically what happened is, he got up rocks, he got up hazards, and that's cool because what he did is he got up rocks, and he got up spikes, 2 layers of them. All right, that's where we have to pause because the Victini was at 36%, I believe. At that point, it died to rocks and 2 layers of spikes. So no need to put a third layer of
Victini was
spike
at
there.
36.4.
Yeah, so there's no need to put another spike right there because what's it gonna do? Like, all right, a little bit more chip on the other stuff, but that's not his priority because there's a Metagross right there, and he's been going for 2 Meteor Mashes on a Skarmory, which should bring about a Turk. Hey, I'm trying to get attack boosts. And Turk also should have been a bell, like, hey, if he gets attack boosts, I lose.
And sure enough, after a couple tries, it gets an attack boost.
Yeah, and after couple tries, it gets an attack boost, which it should, and it gets it. So that's a problem. So what he should have done is at least sack something. It doesn't. I really don't care what he should have sacked, and go Trevenant and Will-O-Wisp it because Trevenant lives any hit from it. He basically after the game he revealed his whole set. It was in Headbutt, Meteor Mash, Agility, and Thunder Punch. So that's not really anything you can hit Trevenant with. Well, Meteor Mash is a lot, but +1 doesn't kill, even if it's 0 defense Trevenant. So Will-O-Wisp it, and then it's not as big of a problem anymore. And you basically killed his Victini with your Skarmory, so you're just trading mons here. That would have made the game different. He could sack something off. I don't really mind what he sacks off, what Turk believes is the best sack. But what he did is he kept on roosting with Skarmory, and Metagross kept on getting Meteor Mash attack boosts. And then in the end, he had an amazing weakness policy set, which pulled him through to get a 6-0 on the one and only the neck.
Yeah.
So definitely props to Ethan. Definitely.
Props for the set, but he
yeah,
shouldn't have been able to set up that
Turk.
much.
Not props to Turk, sadly enough. All right, on to the second one. We're back to the game.
Number 2, we got Dougal and what did he do? You have choking on Weens.
Dougal choking on Weens. All right, let's go to the turn where it's Neuvern versus Mega Scizor. So as we said, Yost was behind 3 months, and that's not very good. So Dougal's definitely in the front seat right there in that game.
Right, this
But
team.
here it is, the Mega Scizor versus the Neuvern. So the Neuvern misses the Hurricane. No, wait, no, that wasn't it. All right, let's go back.
Rewind.
Rewind.
Okay.
So we go to the turn where it's Mega Scizor versus Neuvern. The Mega Scizor got a Bullet Punch off on the Neuvern, and the Neuvern, the turn after that, the Neuvern just killed it off. Danny, where's the second Bullet Punch, Dougal? Where is it?
Yeah,
It's not found.
if Dougal just would have gone for a Bullet Punch, Tangrowth and Mienshao basically won the game.
Exactly. In Bullet Punch, they got thingy. Let's say it's the exact same roll. It gets Neuvern to 10%, and then it's Scarf Mienshao. It poison jabs the Neuvern. It poison jabs the Coco for 80%. And fun fact is, Animate, Max Attack, Brave Bird, Choice Banded to a non-defensive, like 0 defense Tangrowth is not even a sure hit KO.
And even still, the thing had Volt Switch, so I think it had to have been some sort of special investment.
Yeah, so there's definitely no way that without the crit, the Coco would have killed Tangrowth, and Tangrowth could have just clicked any move and killed the Coco off. So, of course, Yost would have, I think, won that game if he didn't miss the Hurricane before that. But he got the opportunity. Dougal got the opportunity to win the game because of that. And he didn't.
Yeah, and threw it away with whatever move he decided to click that wasn't Bullet Punch.
Luckily, Dougal himself also said, "Oh no, I choked." So we have to point it out again. I'm sorry, Dougal, but that was, choking on Weens.
Sorry, Dougal.
Yeah, and then the first one, that's definitely horrible one.
First misplay of the week.
Yeah, first misplay of the week was definitely John W. scheduling with Kurt. It's like let's battle. Like, let's do it. And then nothing happened. All right, that's like the first misplay. That's not good.
Yeah, big
then
misplay.
To the second misplay. Second misplay. Like this schedule again. Like let's battle. Like what was it? Like 10 p.m. Was it like that? Probably at 10 p.m. EST. Like let's do it. And then nothing happened again. And then Kurt decides to drop the league.
Yep. See, I think the biggest misplay is here after the John. John's opponent was it? Who was it? No, it's Kurt versus John W. Right?
Yeah, Kurt versus John W. Yes.
So John W. already knows that Kurt is Johning. So the obvious next play is to John again. And
exactly.
He still did it.
But he did. So yeah. That was definitely a misplay on his part. And then he got the forfeit loss.
Yeah, forfeit loss for Johning, too bad.
The league, so that's... Luckily, we found a replacement. Thank you, Blitz, for subbing in.
We love you, Blitz.
Yeah, thank you. And Kurt, we still don't dislike you, but we had to meme on you.
Yep.
All right, and on to the worst set of the week. Let's find out what the worst set of the week is. On to the worst set of the week. And Nick, you go ahead. What is it?
It is... I forgot. Whose was it?
You just said it! This is going to stay. This is going to stay in. You're an idiot, Nick.
Dark Skarmory!
Oh my god.
I didn't have the setup. I was looking for the replay.
All right, so because Nick had a little brain fart here, all right, so the Skarmory, besides it staying in and roosting and giving Metagross attack boosts, it didn't have anything to whirlwind it out or to the whirlwind was a must bring basically. Yeah, that was Iron Head wasn't even 4 really. Mega Altari is not gonna do that much. Keldeo doesn't do anything to it.
Yeah, it doesn't hit Victini. It doesn't do anything to Victini, Keldeo, Metagross, Conkeldurr basically because Conkeldurr is so bulky.
Massive set of fodder, and it doesn't even have Whirlwind. So that's not good. It doesn't even have Brave Bird to do damage to his Keldeo or his Conkeldurr or whatever. No. It has Iron Head, which does 9% to meta gross.
Yeah, and if that thing's defensive invested, it's gonna do like nothing to everything anyways.
Yeah, so that's definitely not the correct set there. Even though the hazard setting wasn't the hazard stacking wasn't a wrong bring, maybe like a 4 like no attacks Scar would have done fine here because his Iron Head wasn't going to come into play anyways.
Yeah, the hazard stacking was pretty good. It's just that he did it at the wrong time.
Nah, not even that. It's just he's hazard stacking, and then he can't do anything to the mons that come in. So like, he can't like a hazard stacking with some kind of phasing is usually the way to go because everything takes 80 million, right?
Mm-hmm.
But that didn't happen.
True. If he would have had whirlwind with the hazards, it would have done a lot.
Yeah, and therefore then not sacking something off from there goes to kill. He definitely deserved to win. I know Turk can play better, so he's definitely gonna come on top again another week here. But I think that was the video. Why didn't we comment on Jay versus Jack? You might ask. That was just a really fun game to watch in our opinion. Solid game.
We couldn't spot anything wrong with either player.
Yeah, it was really close. It came down to like an 8% toxic mon. So if the time would have gone, if the turn would have happened, the Hydreigon would have died too.
Yeah, basically if the Draco missed.
Yeah, so that game was really good. We didn't really spot any misplays there. I have one more very important announcement to make, and that is that Ben is a homosexual, and he has difficulty with coming out to the world. So he asked me to do it for him. And of course, I'm a good friend, and I did it for him. So if you want to hit him up, just at ShinySableye17 somewhere. He's also coach of the Baltimore Orioles and the Modern Battle area. So if you want to hit him up, then go there.
And he's the UBC champ.
He's the UBC champions, and I will see you in Semis Omega. All right, enough of Ben. There is no Ben today, luckily. But you know, all right, start over again. All right, I suck.